ready for the big reveal? Introducing our beautiful 2021 Raw Beauty Ambassadors.
My name is Vetesha and I am a breast cancer survivor. I was always told that one breast is always slightly bigger than the other breast. And one afternoon, just doing a self-exam, I noticed that my left breast was significantly bigger than the right breast. So one afternoon I was working out, and in the midst of that working out, my arm brushed up against my left breast and I felt a lump. Immediately called my mother. She told me to get in touch with my primary doctor because more than likely it was just a cyst, because cyst runs in our family, the women in our family. So had that done with my primary doctor. He did an examination. He did feel something, so he ordered a mammogram. With that mammogram, after that was a biopsy. And that biopsy was done on February 26, 2014. And the very next day, I was getting ready to go out of town with my best friends to attend an event. And I got the call at approximately 1:35 p.m. from the nurse saying that it was indeed breast cancer, and I needed to get back into the office so that further tests can be done. With that diagnosis, when it was like a punch in the gut. When she said that I had breast cancer, she was following up with different medical questions, and my mind, my hearing just I went tunnel vision. The only thing that I heard her say was, "You have breast cancer." I couldn't hear anything else that she was saying. I wanted to just immediately just get off of the phone with her and just call my mother. And with that was the day that my breast cancer journey began. The toughest thing about my breast cancer journey was honestly the moment that I lost my hair. God was with me the entire time. Through my chemo treatment, I never once got sick. I was still able to work even after chemo treatments, but the most devastating part for me was losing my hair. When I saw clumps of my hair coming out, I lost it. I immediately lost it. My immediate family lives, I'm from South Carolina, and my immediate family is still home. So I got on the phone with my mother. I was crying hysterically. She got on the next flight and was here with me to comfort me and support me. My uncle cuts hair, and we went to my aunt and uncle's home, and I told my mother that I did not want to see my hair coming out anymore, and I wanted to shave it off. And that's what we did. After getting my head shaved, I had a wig made. And the moment that I put that wig on, I cried. It was not me. It felt heavy. It felt uncomfortable. And when I looked at myself in the mirror, that wasn't me. And I immediately took it off. And that was the moment when I just embraced my baldness, and I felt free, and I felt so much better. And it gave me strength that I didn't think that I had, but it gave me the strength to fight and to continue to fight. My mother was my backbone. My mother was at every chemo treatment except for one, and I did chemo every other Friday for 4 months. Having my mother there with me gave me the support that I needed. There's nothing like a mother's love. And there's nothing like a mother's support, and just having her there with me, along with family and friends, having them there with me to support me, gave me that strength to fight, even when there were moments where I felt weak and I just wanted to give up. But they gave me that strength to keep going. And again, my mother, she was my rock. And for her to be able to come and be with me, and we're states away, that meant the world to me. And that's just the epitome of what a mother's love. What my mother was going through, having to see her child facing something that could potentially kill her, and the sacrifices that my mother made for me, I am forever indebted to her. She is my heart. She is my backbone, and I love her with everything that I have in me.
Do you have siblings?
I do. I am the oldest of 4, and for my siblings, it was hard, especially my brother, to see me go through what I was going through, especially when my hair was coming out. He actually saw it, and to see his reaction, it was tough. My sisters were right there with me to support. My bonus dad, my stepfather, but I call him my bonus dad, was there for me. And my aunt, my family, everybody was they showed up and they showed out. Friends, family from far and near, sorority sisters from far and near showed up and showed out, and really just gave me the strength that I need. My coworkers, I can't even begin to tell you how my colleagues were also my backbone. I had one particular colleague that cooked meals for me when I didn't feel like cooking. I gained weight when most cancer patients lose weight. That's just how good God was. He was to me. So I have a good friend of mine, Miss Glenda Calder, sends out emails to breast cancer patients and survivors of different events and things that are going on in the community. And one afternoon, I was checking my email, and sure enough, another email came in from Miss Glenda, and I was like, a calendar shoot for, with, Akita Foundation. It's a breast cancer shoot. She was like, you should go for it. Fill out the information and you should go for it. So I did some research on the website to see, what the foundation was all about. And it stood for everything that I believe in. And I prayed and I asked God, if this is for me, let it be. And I filled out the application, shared my story of my breast cancer journey, and here I am. Since being in remission from breast cancer, this has become my passion. This has become not only my passion, but my purpose. It's to bring awareness and to bring support and advocate for women, young women in particular, in the African American community, about breast cancer, treatments, support. That has been my thing since I've been in remission. One of my couple of projects that I've actually been blessed to do, I've co-authored a book entitled Beyond Her Reflection, in which it is an anthology of 8 brave, wonderful women that have overcome adversity through their faith in God. And my particular part in the book, I wrote about how I overcame breast cancer through God and his strength and love that he has given me. Another project that I have just recently started that I am very proud of and I'm excited about, I have a podcast now entitled Tisha's Tea Room, the place where conversations conquer cancer. And again, this podcast, my target audience is women of color. And life with breast cancer, not only with the physical, the medical part of breast cancer, but also the social part of breast cancer, mental health, everything dealing with breast cancer. So those are two of my projects that I'm doing. Various speaking engagements that various organizations and communities that have reached out to me, that have allowed me the opportunity to share my story. So those are things that I have been so proud of, and I feel like I am definitely doing what God has purposed me to do, and that He has charged me to do since He has healed me from breast cancer. Jeremiah 17:14. Heal me, O Lord, and I shall be healed. Save me, O Lord, and I shall be saved, for thou art my praise. I said that scripture every day, and every time that I went to chemo, that was my scripture that I had recited before we started and after we finished. And God was true to His word, and He has revealed so many countless times that He is faithful, and He will always, until I take my last breath, He will always get my praise. One of the challenges that I face is self-esteem issues, especially with body image. So having this wonderful organization and everybody that has played a part with making this project such a reality, the pampering, the makeup, the photo shoot, the interview, has made me feel so beautiful. It's made me feel empowered, and it's made me feel sexy. And I don't often feel that way, and just to have this moment, I wish I could just bottle it up and just take it with me, and just whenever those moments when I don't feel so beautiful, when I don't feel so empowered, and just, I'm going to be forever indebted. I will always cherish this memory. I'll always cherish this day, and I tell anyone, if any survivor, if you're ever afforded the opportunity to participate, this will be an opportunity. This will be a moment that will definitely change your life and make you feel so beautiful, and make you feel so proud and so empowered that you fought with everything that you had in you, and look where you are, and you are still beautiful. My name is Vetesha, and I am Raw Beauty Proud.